Firstly, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the whole Global BioImaging community to this Exchange of Experience 4. And for many of you, a big welcome to Singapore and to Biopolis, which is the home of A*STAR's biomedical research community. I'm truly honoured to host this meeting. It's a real pleasure to have you all here. So thank you very much for making the time and effort to attend this meeting and to come to Singapore. I'd also like to extend a special welcome to some new members or some new people from different places to the Global BioImaging community, particularly China and Taiwan, Korea and Uruguay, who've not attended these meetings in the past. So it's excellent, and this is the flags of everybody that's represented here in terms of where you work, perhaps not your nationalities, because that would probably be even bigger. So my connection to Global BioImaging started actually a long time back with ELMI meetings, and I used to watch with interest as Jan and Antje gave the updates on Euro BioImaging at the time. And then later on, my director of my institute, Birgit Lane, at the time, introduced me to John Eriksson, just ahead of the EoE II in Bangalore, which I then went on to attend. And kind of the rest is history, because the timing was perfect. We were at the time developing the NRF SIS grant application for SingaScope, which is now, I'm pleased to say, has been funded. And Wei Yang, who's our keynote speaker, will touch on that grant system and the SingaScope application. As I said, I'm pleased to say it went on to be funded, and a big thanks to Ian Smith, because he was on the panel, so thank you.
I'm still waiting for the check.
And we're now in the process of implementing SingaScope across Singapore, which is summarized up on the slide there. Being part of GBI and a member of this community was extremely useful as we developed that grant application, so I'm very grateful to the wider community here for that. One of the key objectives we set for SingaScope was to engage with the international community, so I'm kind of hoping this ticks that box for this year. Thanks to everybody being here, it's fantastic. We've also benefited a lot from Global BioImaging's job shadowing program, and this is one of the great initiatives I think that they do. And my colleague Wang, who's the assistant manager of the A*STAR microscopy platform, travelled to Turku and stayed some time with John Eriksson's team, so we're very grateful for that side of GBI too. So I'd now like to point out, so the main theme for this EoE IV is on career paths for core facility staff. So for the first day today, we're going to focus on that topic, which is a very emotive topic for many of us. We have all benefited in some respects from the different options that are available outside of the classic academic path. So it's excellent to see the level of interest that we've generated for that topic. I'm now going to take the opportunity to make a few thank yous. Firstly, our keynote speaker is Dr. Chong Wei Yang, who's the Deputy CEO of Singapore's National Research Foundation. We might be juggling the schedule a little bit around his arrival, but we'll work with that. But we're very grateful to him. Then importantly, our industry partners. It's been quite a new approach for GBI to attract industry involvement to support the meeting. But importantly, it's not just about sponsorship. These people are here, and we're very pleased that they're attending to help us interact with you, to build deeper relationships and see how we can work together in the future. Thanks also to Ben Seat, who's the Executive Director of the Biomedical Research Council for helping to fund this meeting, as well as Stephen Tung, the Executive Director of the Skin Research Institute of Singapore, my host institute, for supporting this meeting as well. Thanks to my team in the A*STAR microscopy platform. This was yesterday, as they packed all the bags. So all the smooth running of this meeting is a great credit to them. And last, but by no means least, a huge thank you to Federica from the EMBL team for supporting my organisation of this meeting. She's been a superb partner, invaluable in organising, so thank you very much. So without further ado, I'm going to say enjoy the meeting. I'm going to hand over to Antje Keppler, who will say a few words as well, and then we can start.
First, I would like So thank you very much, Graham. Thank you to Graham's team and our local host here, and of course also to Federica. It is a lot of work. I only saw it from the distance, so 2 office doors further down, but it's highly appreciated that you're hosting us here. And I'm also welcoming all of you. I think this is the most international audience that we ever had in Global BioImaging. It's constantly growing, and I really love that. So we are coming, several of us, out of a very fruitful management board meeting this morning where we discussed concretely how to move global bioimaging into the future. And I think you are the best reason for that, to do that. I can really see that it's worth traveling this road further. As you might know, that until last November we had funding from the European Commission, and there was this critical moment that global bioimaging could just have slowly not died, but fade away, let's say, during the past 12 months, but it didn't. It grew stronger than ever, thanks to you, thanks to your contributions, and I would love to see this continue for the next years. For this meeting in particular, I would also like to echo what Graham just said. I think the topic is very critical and timely, and I'm so happy that we could have so many international speakers for this, and those that are not aware, the invited speakers here are not really invited. So we contact them and they travel on their own budget to contribute to global bioimaging. So thank you very much. This afternoon is, as always in global bioimaging, something interactive. So we would like to invite your contributions from the audience, especially from core facility staff, that you contribute from your experiences and what you also see as solutions for the challenges that you're experiencing in your career. And we would like to take this on board. There's a working group that will then continue from this and try to develop an international recommendation on how to support career development for core facility staff with a focus on imaging technology platforms. So that's today. Then we will enjoy a lovely dinner tonight, but that's more to you to talk about that. I think tomorrow it's hard work. So we will talk more about global bioimaging. You will get some more insight in what's happening right now in global bioimaging. And the 4 active working groups that we have right now already will present their work to you. And if any of you feels like that's a working group that really echoes with my interests, please go to their chairs afterwards and sign up as volunteer to also contribute here. Global bioimaging is for the community, it's an international network, it's for the people, so it's nothing where you just sit and listen, but you're really invited to participate actively during those 2 days. That's all I would like to say for now. I would say let's kick off the meeting.